Welcome everybody to the Daily Dose. Thank you all for joining us today. We are really blessed to have so many talented people in Network in Action. And all I tried to do is go down and come up with topics that would be helpful so that we could be productive during this time. And we have 16 more days of Daily Dose. Today, my good friend, Rob Eppolito. Rob was one of the founding members of Network in Action 5 years ago. He's been in Network in Action for 5 years. He has shot a ton of video for the Network in Action business owners around the city of Houston. He knows his game. And today I've asked him to tweak his message a little bit, because obviously this is not so much about hiring Rob as it is how and why and who should shoot home videos and how to do it. Amateur videos are certainly better than none. So with no further ado, Rob, I'm going to turn this over to you. Take it away.
All right, thank you very much. And I'm going to leave everybody unmuted. I guess we'll try it this way. If people want to kind of, I guess, chime in, ask a question or whatever, we can do it that way. Let me do this. Let me just start this way. Now, Daniela, when I'm speaking real quick, would my thing be big or no?
Yeah.
So for some reason, because I'm talking, Scott's, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So they can hear me, but
Yeah, they can hear you.
okay.
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
All right, cool. Let me just go real quickly. Let me tell you what I'm going to go over today. Just the couple of things about video. This is going to be general information, but definitely good general information, just good stuff about video. First, I'm going to talk about the biggest misconception of video. Just from doing this for years, I've done about 400 and something videos. I'm going to tell you the biggest misconception I get from my clients, the different types of videos you can do, how to use video well beyond your website, how to produce a video. So you're getting ready to do your video. How do you storyboard it so it's effective, it resonates with your target audience? And then if we have time, I'll share a couple of success stories about, how video worked for some of my clients. All right, so number one, the biggest misconception about video. A lot of people think of video as being a commercial or as a marketing tool, something that is very visual. So if they sell life insurance, I don't really need to do video because it's not visual. And so here's the deal. In my opinion, the very basic definition of video, it is a tool to convey a message, period. Forget everything else about video. It is a tool to convey a message. The same way you use email to convey a message, you can text somebody, you can do a blog, do a post on social media. It's a tool to convey a message. Now, if you buy into that, and hopefully you do, the next thing is just let's talk about conveying a message. And this is marketing 101. This has nothing to do with video, conveying a message. In order for your message to be effective, it has to resonate with your target audience. It has to resonate with them on an emotional level. It doesn't matter that they just understand what you do. Hold on one second, Daniela. If I mute everyone and I take this thing off, I think I'd rather do that. Guys, hold on a second.
All right, continue.
Yeah, but I'd like to take this off. It's kind of uncomfortable.
You'd like to take it off?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Go ahead and take it off.
So much better.
All right.
So much better.
All right. Can you guys still hear us?
Can you guys hear us?
All
Okay,
right.
good.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's so much better, man. Wow. All right. So the deal is, again, if you're going to convey a message, it has to resonate with your target audience. They have to feel it emotionally. Again, this is marketing 101. And again, I'm not going to do a whole deep thing on that, but that's just marketing 101. So conveying a message, making it effective, make it emotional. When you think about all the different ways you can convey a message, all the different tools you can use, and guys, there are articles and articles on this. The number one tool when it comes to reaching people emotionally, tools, video, number one, period. The only thing it's second to usually is the salesperson. So you're speaking with someone in person. And I'm going to say usual at the end of this little class. I'm going to give you an example of what we did. We had a group of people and we used a video and took all the speakers out, and the video worked far better. So I'll go into that. But so again, number one, it's a tool to convey a message. It conveys your message on an emotional level better than any other tool. So if you have one opportunity to get in front of your target audience, why not take your best shot? Why not use video? And again, you do not have to hire out professional. You bring a professional in when you want it to be a cleaner, more polished video. You bring a professional in when you haven't got time to mess with all this stuff. You have someone come in, they shoot it for a half an hour or 2 hours, whatever it may be, and then you're done. and then let the other 10, 15 hours worth of work, let the video guy do that. So that's when you bring in somebody. Let me go over the different types of video. The most common type of video that people use video for is the about me or the about us video. It's kind of like your elevator pitch. What do we do? What are our products? What are our services? That's the most common. Product or service specific videos are excellent. If you have multiple products or multiple types of services, when you break them up into much smaller videos, you end up reaching a lot more people. Because if you, let's say you're selling insurance as an example, and you sell home insurance, car insurance, health insurance, the people who only want health insurance don't care about the other two things. So your about me video is too general. But when they're online, they're searching, and especially if they're searching anything on Google, YouTube, as you know, or you probably know, is the second most used search engine. And I want to be clear about something. It is the second most used search engine over everything else. So more people go to YouTube before they go to Bing, before they go to Yahoo. It's not just second to Google, it's second to everything. So when they type in something, if they're looking on how to buy health insurance and they find your video, and it's very specific about health insurance, there's a much better chance they're gonna watch that video all the way through because it pertains to them directly. So specific videos about a product or service, that's good. Tip videos are my favorite. Tip videos are where you provide information. I'm gonna use Scott or Moose as an example. They can do tips on how to do business networking. They can do tips on what's the first thing you should say when you how to do an elevator pitch. They can do a bunch of these little videos. What happens is people start to watch these videos on YouTube. I do it all day long when I'm trying to learn how to do something, and you end up following that person. And what it's really doing, what a tip video really is, it's a marketing tool. Yes, you're giving them information, you're giving them helpful information, but if you're doing it right, at the end of that video, you should have a quick little tagline. If you want to know more about us, or this is what I do, guys, I help connect people, I own Networking in Action, whatever, click the link below if you want to know more. It is such an easy, soft sell. Tip videos are my favorite. Tip videos are by far my favorite. Testimonial videos. Testimonial videos are incredibly powerful, especially today. We are in the world of reviews. Everyone wants to review, and I shouldn't say half. It's just that I know a lot of people who get reviews and they're BS. They're just people, yes, I'll give you a review. You give my company a review. A video review is far more powerful. It's spoken from the heart. It is very real. I love testimonial videos that are done on a smartphone. Someone does it and they send it to you, and then you pull it, you put it on your website. It is very authentic, very real. Testimonials are fantastic. And again, I'm going to talk at the end of the video how we use testimonials when we did a presentation. Company updates. So things like coming soon, or if you have a new product line coming out, if your company recently won an award, if you had an event, or you're going to have an event, there's a lot of different ways to convey your message using video. It's not all about marketing, but if you do it right, it is kind of about marketing. If you do it right, you're always staying in front of your target market. Guys, I'm going to just keep breezing through. I'm going to go right to how to use video. So you have your video, and this is my biggest issue. I do a video for a client. They'll send me an email saying, we love the video. And then it takes them 3 weeks to get on their website. I'll never understand that. And then they drop it somewhere on their website. It's a sub page and their website sucks. And that's it. And they never use it. And that's insane. So your website, that's a no-brainer. My absolute favorite, most effective way to use your video, especially if you only have one, you're going to put it in your email signature below your email. So it'll have, your name, Rob Eppolito, Video Mojo, phone number, right, and a website. People put all sorts of crap there. I would keep it short. And then I do PS, and you do some sort of a tagline, something that's going to want them to click on the video. So if I'm selling video, maybe here are the 5 ways that top companies are using video. And then you have a video link there. If I'm selling, if I'm doing networking, I may say, here's 5 ways you can get business today. Boom. What happens is people end up clicking on it. So here's a true life story. When I first got on LinkedIn back in 2003, well, I was 2013, but right around 2014, I started connecting with a bunch of people. And what I would do whenever someone would accept my connection or connect with me, I would send them a thank you. Now, it's not like the thank yous I get today. I connect with someone and they send me this long ass, this is all the stuff they do. I don't care. but I would send a one-line thank you. I'd say, "Dear Moose, thank you for connecting." And then I'd have my signature, Rob Eppolito, boom, find out how, blah, blah, blah. That was below my signature. I did that for 3 months. I don't know how many people I connected with. Every single person I sent that simple thank you. During those 3 months, my #1 video on my channel was that video that was in my LinkedIn thank you. I never asked a single person to watch it. So again, the soft sell on video, if you put it in your email signature, if you put it in your LinkedIn thank you below the signature line, you'll be surprised at how many people watch that. But again, the key has got to be, you've got to put some sort of a cool little catchy thing to get people to click on it. If it's going to say, watch this video to find out about me and my business, nobody cares. It's got to be directed at them, find out how you can save money, find out how you can blah, blah, blah. So hopefully you get that. Danielle, I'm going to keep going. Does anything pop up if there? I can just keep going, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
could power through.
Yeah.
Also, you might want to check in the chat from time to time. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that a little.
Just in
chat.
case.
Let's see if anybody has anything. Okay. Yeah,
We're good.
so-
We're good. Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to go breeze right through this. So, okay. So that's email. Social media posts. Again, guys, there are a bunch of stats out there if you do a little bit of research, but social media posts involving video get a much higher conversion rate, #1. They get a much higher attention rate. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing about Facebook. I know we have a couple of Facebook people on here. I see Bridget's on here. When I did a video and I posted it and I paid for a little ad, not much. And it said something like 2,000 people saw my video. Now, here's the deal with Facebook. A video view, I think, has to be 3 or 5 seconds. It doesn't matter if the video is a minute long. If somebody stops on the video, let's say it's 3 seconds, and then they go, that's counted as a view. Now, that's not really true as a true view, but here's what is true. They do have to stop. They do have to stop and look at that video, whatever it says. So the very beginning of your video is incredibly important. So even if you get 1,000 people and let's say 700 of them only stop for 5 seconds, you got in front of 700 people. And that 5 seconds can make all the difference in the world, especially if you're doing marketing on a regular basis. The more you get in front of people, the more top of mind you're going to be. So video is an incredible, powerful tool on social media. Online ads and pay-per-click ads, I'm starting to see that pop up a lot more. So it's on your right hand, in this case, it'll be on your right-hand side of Google, and I'll see stuff up there where it's not just the words, it'll say, click here to download our video. And you're really not downloading it, you're just gonna watch their video. So on pay-per-click ads and online ads, video is working very well. It gets more people to click. Print media, again, another one of my favorite places. On your business card, or if you do any kind of print advertising, and print advertising is still here. I don't think it's ever going to go away totally, because print advertising has a way of getting in front of people that you may not be able to reach otherwise. I know people don't like direct mail, but when you get a direct mail piece, even if you look at it for a few seconds and throw it away, you got in front of that person by really spending a couple of pennies per person. So on your print media piece, or if you do an ad, in a magazine, some of these magazines that go out to homes, 20,000 homes in Houston. In your printed piece, you can say, tour our facility, if that's what you do, see how we're saving people money, but whatever it is, you can put the video link in there very simply, and it makes your ad more interactive. It gives them a reason to click on something, even though it's not a click, they're gonna go to it. But putting your video on there, putting it on your business card, on my old business cards, the opposite side, I had a video that I did for a bunch of people. And I said, here's my portfolio. And again, that would get a lot of views only because I gave out my business card. Never asked them to watch it, but putting it on print media can work very well. LinkedIn, thank you, I talked about, and follow-up email. Okay, so you have a meeting with someone, it's a one-on-one, or it's a sales presentation, and now you're done, right? They didn't buy, but you're gonna follow up with them. Having a follow-up email with a video can be incredibly powerful, especially if your video ties in all the things you just talked about. How you save people money, how you do this, how you do that. So you can send an email the next day. Hey, thank you so much for meeting yesterday. By the way, this is a quick little video. Testimonial is great. Here's a quick little video on some of the top companies we've just helped. And when they watch that video, it's going to be so-and-so from this company, so-and-so from that company, talking about what a great job you guys did, your company did. So a follow-up email with a video is very good. And by the way, when you're using email to send a video. Two things you'll never do. Don't ever send a video file. It's way too big. You want to send them a link, number one. And in all honesty, the link should not be a YouTube link. Have your video on YouTube, but embed it on your website. So it's a very simple link. So mine may be videomojo.net/video. Something extremely simple. So if they click on it, it works great. If their link is not live, which sometimes happens, they can easily copy and paste it. But make sure it's a link. Also in video, and this is again another proven thing as far as conversion goes. If you just put the link and tell them it's a video, whatever the number is of conversions, but if you do a picture of the video, a still with a little play button, even though it's just a picture, people are more likely to click. This is why YouTube uses the thumbnails, very powerful. So think of a good picture you can use. You can make whatever picture you want. It takes a little bit of knowledge how to do that, but it's very simple. Drop that in your video. And I use MailChimp, so when I send out a video, it tells me how many opens I have and how many click-throughs. And I will tell you guys, what I love about MailChimp, it gives you statistics based on your industry. Now, I'm in marketing. In marketing, I think the industry open rate is something like 4%, and click-through rate is something like 8%. It's very small. My open rate is usually around 20%. My click-through rate is usually right around 15%. So it's 4 or 5 times the national average. I always use the word video in my subject, and then I always have a picture of the video in my email. So there's different ways to do that. All right, I'm gonna go right through to how to produce a video. So here's the deal. You have an idea you wanna do for a video, whatever it's a tip video, an about me, your product, whatever. In video, we call it storyboarding. You're basically writing, it's not so much a script, but it's how is the video gonna flow? What's the first thing they're gonna see? What's act 2, act 3, and how are you gonna close? When your close will be a call to action. So I will tell you again, the very opening of the video is absolutely the most important part of the video. It's definitely not about you. It's not about your product or your service. It has to be something that's going to resonate with them. So you're saying I'm doing a service video. Okay. It has to resonate with them. What benefit is it going to help them with? You know, get their attention in that first 5 seconds. So someone I know, she does pain management. She does medical massage. So if she was doing a video for lower back pain, rather than say her name and how much experience she has, she may open the video with, "Hi, my name is Trisha, and if you have lower back pain, I'm going to give you 3 things you can use today that's going to give you relief." And then she goes into her video, because if you have back pain, you got me. I'm going to listen to the video. Now, these 3 things may not help everybody. Who cares? You got my attention. And on the bottom of when Trisha comes on screen, it can say her name, her credentials. She doesn't need to go into all of that, because in all honesty, the person doesn't care at this point. At the end of the video is where you can add that stuff in. Listen, I'm Trisha. I've been doing this for 10 years. You know, I've helped thousands of people with lower back pain. If you're here in Houston, give me a call. You know, if these tips don't work, whatever. You have your call to action at the end, but the opening part of the video has got to grab their attention. It's all about them. That's number 1. Ending of the video should always have a call to action. I don't care what kind of a video you're doing. There should always be some sort of a call to action to find out more. If you need to contact me, blah, blah, blah. Have a closing screen that you use all the time with your website, maybe your phone number, and give them some reason to call you. Even though you're not selling, you're always selling, is how I look at it. So if you got their attention, they watch your video, tell them how they can reach you and why they should reach you. Short and to the point. Again, these are on tip videos for sure. The video should leave the viewer wanting more. So when I say give a tip, give them real information, but you don't want to give away the whole thing, but give enough information away where, number 1, they understand if it's like, okay, so I do video. When I give information out about video, even when I meet people in person, I'm telling you, to make a good quality video, it takes a minimum of 5 to 7 hours if you're doing all the stuff that you need to do. Not a simple tip video, not a simple talking head video, but it does take some time to do. It does take some knowledge. So if you're doing something, whatever it may be, understand that you're going to give them information. If they watch enough of your videos, they're going to start to get the feeling that, you know what, I could either do it myself, or I can pick up the phone and call Scott and find out how much it is to join his networking group. Instead of me going around trying to network all over let me call this guy. Let me call this guy who does computer issues. I watch computer videos. I'm trying to figure out how to do something in Excel, and I'll watch this video. And there's people that do classes online for $20, and you end up saying, let me just take the damn class, or let me just call them and see if they can come out and fix the problem. So give them enough information, but I would say, if you do it right, there's a good chance you can get business that way. Just don't give away everything. Where are we here? Hold on. Okay, so in the video, this is a little more challenging, but whenever I do a video, I try and what I call peaks. I try and do a couple of peaks in the video. So peak would be something that really, really stands out in the video. So I'll give you an example. I was doing a video for a company one time, and we were speaking to the parents. It's a thing for kids, but I was speaking with the parents. And one of the parents that I spoke with got very emotional, happy, but crying emotional about what her child had gone through. When I recorded that, I knew that was going to be close to the ending of my video, because I knew from an emotional standpoint, that's going to resonate very well. Another point, I was interviewing another parent, and she's a psychologist. And she said some line about, as a professional, she feels very confident in bringing her child to this school. I knew when I heard that, that's going to be very close to the opening of the video, because someone who's watching this video and thinking about taking their child to this school, when they see a psychologist on there recommending the school for their own child, immediately there's credibility. I call those peaks because just like a movie, you watch a movie, it's good, and you have your scary parts or your funny parts. When you're shooting a video, even for yourself, if you have some powerful things that you're saying, so if you're NIA and you're talking about, we started out, if I was Scott, I started out 5 years ago, I had one group of 40 people. And today I have how many groups? Let's just say, how many groups? Top of your head?
Well over almost 80.
Almost 80 groups in how many different states? I'm Scott Talley. This is what I do. Immediately, see, that's a peak. That's a cool thing. And then he goes on and talks about networking. Again, this takes a little bit more practice, but as you do your videos, you're going to realize even your own videos will have their peaks. The very important stuff that needs to stand out. And let's see, last one thing here. I already covered this. When you send someone a video, be sure to use your own platform. And again, your own platform is your own website. If you do it on, if you have a lot of videos and they're on YouTube, it's not a bad thing to send somebody a YouTube playlist. I'm not going to go into all details about this, but if you have 20 videos, you may have 5 that are on the same playlist, 5 that are on the same subject line. You can actually send someone a link to that playlist. So you're not sending them one video, you're sending them all 5. Again, this is very good if you deal with all types of pain, back pain, neck pain, whatever. Here's my playlist. And again, people end up watching the next one and the next one. The more time you can spend in front of people, even if it's online, the better. That's just all there is to it. All right, guys, I'm going to give you tell you 3 quick success stories. These are real life stories that happened on using video. The first one is about 6 years ago, I did a video for a company that they were designing a brand new neighborhood coming up here in Houston. Very, very high-end, brand new neighborhood. So when they called me and said, can you do the video? I said, yeah, sounds great. I've done a lot of real estate video. And the lady said, well, we don't have any model homes yet. I said, all right. Well, I can come out, I can shoot the what is it, the pool, where the pool is going to be. No, Rob, the pool's not there. We haven't built that yet. I said, all right, I can come out, I can shoot the streets. At least you have the, Rob, we have nothing. We have absolute, matter of fact, where we're going to build, there's nothing there but a grass lot. Now, 6 years ago, I was still not, even though I did video, the woman who was talking to me, she's a genius in marketing. I said to the lady, which I should never say, I said, well, what do you need me for? Again, even then, I didn't understand the power of video. And she said, Rob, we're not selling homes. We're selling a lifestyle. And that we can do. We don't need to show any kind of home. So what we did was we still showed homes, but they had beautiful pictures of renderings, number one, and then they had homes that they've done in other parts of Houston. But what they had on there were 4 speakers. The guy who did the development, the guy who's over the development, the lady who was a designer, so she was speaking about all of this high-end stuff that's going in these homes. Then we had the high-end kitchen manufacturer, and I did go out to their showroom to show that stuff. And then we had a guy who was very much into energy This entire neighborhood was beyond green. It was not just Energy Star. It was something that's called LEED, L-E-A-D. The entire neighborhood. First time in Houston that's ever happened. So he talked about that. The video ran about 5.5 or 6 minutes long. Now that's another question I get. How long should the video be? Well, how important is your subject? It doesn't have to be super short unless you're doing a very quick little video commercial. You just want to get people to click and take an action. But if people are coming to your website because they want real information, 5.5 minutes sounds like a long time, but here's the deal, and this is absolutely true. I shot the video, I gave it to them, and then they marketed the heck out of it. Told people, come to our website. They had nothing to show, nothing was built, and their showroom was in a shopping center. They didn't even have their own building. Before they ever built a single home, they sold over $10 million in pre-sales. People watched this video and they got pumped. They wanted to be the first ones in there on the, the pricing of today because things are going to go up, blah, blah. $10 million in pre-sales from a video. What the video did was that people called up and said, hey, where do I go? And they said, well, come on into our office. We can show you blueprints and swatches and everything else. But they would have never taken that step had they not been emotionally involved already. That's what the video did. So there's one story. I talked about how sometimes a video can be better than a speaker. When I did this video for a school, and guys, I'm talking about me because it's my video, but I'm telling you there are great video people out there, and if you start to do your own videos, you can get very good at it. But I was hired to do a video for this school 5 years ago, and what they wanted to do was show this video at a luncheon. They would invite about 150 people. All of these people had a lot of money, and they wanted them to donate to the school. That was why once a year they would do this thing. This is the first year they're doing it. So they asked me for a 5-minute video. I said, all right, we're going to be there about an hour and a half, 5-minute video, and then they're going to have multiple speakers speak. I shot the video. Now, when I shot the video, I captured parents, teachers, partners like Starbucks, someone high up in Starbucks who's involved with the school, and we spoke with the students. This video had a lot of peaks, like I talked about. So instead of a 5-minute video, I called the owner and I sent it to her as a link. And I said, Colleen, here's the video. However, it's a 12-minute video. Now, I know you have your whole setup with the luncheon. I can get it down to 5 minutes. Show the board the video, because I don't know who these speakers are that you're going to have stand up and ask for money, but they got to be good, man. They got to be really good to get people to take out their pocketbook and write checks. So they watched the video. They called me up and said, Rob, we changed everything. We're going to show the video, we're going to serve lunch, and we're going to ask for donations. The only speaker they had was the owner of the school, who got up and spoke for about a minute about the school. We did that. This is 5 years ago, and their goal was to raise $30,000 in one hour and a half. They ended up raising over $80,000. People watched this video that had all sorts of speakers. They were touched emotionally, couldn't wait to help out the school. Since then, every year, that's all we ever do. Someone did a lead. That's all they ever do now. I do the video. We have maybe one speaker. We show the video and we ask for money. And every year we average about 80, 85,000. So again, in some cases, unless you have an excellent speaker, sometimes video can work better, because in the video, especially through video editing, it's flawless. It's perfect. And if you're doing your own sales video, your own sales pitch, you're always worried about doing your elevator pitch. You can do it 55 times on video till you get it right. Now you got it right. You have your perfect sales pitch that can be part of your email signature, part of your website. Maybe someone's looking for what you do on a Sunday night. You're not even online. They find your sales video that is the absolute perfect pitch. This is why video is so powerful. Now, one more thing about video. People think they can only use a video one time. They'll post it on Facebook. And I said, no, I posted it on Facebook 2 months ago. Well, 2 months ago, man, that's a lifetime ago on social media. If it's a good video, put it back out there. Some of my clients will say, I did this, I posted this video last month. Several people said they didn't know where it was, they didn't see it, so here it is again. And they get more people commenting, more people sharing. So again, video can be used multiple times. What I love about video, or another thing I love about video, you pay for it once. Whether you pay someone or you do it yourself, so you're paying for it with time, you pay for it once. That video should run for at least 2 years, if not longer, unless something has changed in your business. So that's something else to think about. Should we unmute Scott? Scott, yeah, let's see that. How do we, can you find him? Hold on one second. Scott wanted to ask a question about,
That's what I want to see. I want to make sure. All right. If anybody wants to chime in with any questions, go ahead and hit your space bar, use it like a walkie-talkie, and you can go ahead and ask questions.
Hey guys, it's Moose. Scott asked me to relay a couple of messages here, if you don't mind. Can y'all hear me?
yes.
Sure can.
Yes.
Besides marketing, Rob, what are other efficient ways to use video, like maybe training, employee manuals, product or service explain videos, customer appreciation, thank you videos, birthday videos? It doesn't all have to be marketing. What do you
Absolutely.
thought?
First of all, absolutely. And here's the thing, guys. Right this very second, we're using video. Right this very second, we are using video to convey a message. I know it's live, but this is going to be recorded. And I don't know how many times it'll be watched. Who knows? But right now, we're using video. Why don't we just do it as a conference call? There is something about seeing the person on screen, seeing eye to eye. So training is an excellent, excellent way to use video. Again, I love company updates by video, you know. And Moose, I agree, it's definitely not all about marketing. But if you can stay in front of your target audience on a regular basis, that is marketing. I mean, think about that, guys. It's always marketing, even if you're not using it as a marketing piece. Staying in front of your people is a good thing. Moose, anything else that?
Like yeah, Oscar and Helen have, you know, the NIA brand. You know, a lot of people are doing virtual, you know, presentations online with their shirts, their branded shirts and branded, you know, backgrounds and everything else. So it's the new norm. I'll tell you that. We've had to adapt and adjust to the marketplace. And while we're not able to meet in person for the most part, this is an absolutely great forum. And I'm not good at video. So my goal in the next 4 to 6 months will be to get good at video and be comfortable in that realm or that environment, and put more of them out. You know, just maybe it's a video conference call with a member saying, hey, what's going on? How are you doing? You know, tell us, you know, the latest thing in mortgage, you know, how that's affecting the marketplace. So and I know this from all my years in market, way to get your across to people out there. So powerful, guys. There's no doubt about it. So Scott's phone went dead. That's why he asked me to hear that.
That's all right. Hang on, Daniela wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say, and one testament to what he was saying about organizing your videos on social media. So if you check out Network in Action, we had we'll call it season 1 of our interview series, and we interviewed so many of our members. And first of all, not only was that an added value to them, a way to reach out to your membership and show that you care and help them promote their business, drum up their business. You know, it also innately, regardless of your views, it does legitimize you to a certain degree, because when you our social media, our YouTube channel, you don't need to click through all of our content to see that we are producing content. And if you look at our page, you know, Rob, you had said make a playlist. We have a whole playlist of I want to say at least 40 testimonials, yeah, you know, that we've taken out of the people that we've interviewed on our website, and it, you know, you guys use it day to day when you are presenting our brand to your prospects. It's valuable stuff, and you know, it doesn't take a lot of time to put something out there. It could be a talking head. You could do a selfie. You know, there's all types of things you could do. And yeah, I just wanted to weigh in.
No, that's good. That's good.
It creates a lot of value.
I had a lady who I met with about 3 weeks ago. She's in marketing, and she sent me an email thank you. And her email thank you was a video. Now, she didn't do it because I'm a video person. She just did it because that's what she does. It was a 20-second video. I clicked on it and said, hey, Rob, this is Katrina. I just wanted to thank you so much for meeting me today at lunch. It was such a cool little thing. That stuck out. That stuck out. That's what it's all about. Guys, I want to give you one quick tip about doing your own videos with your smartphone. Now, this is if you're going to use YouTube, which you really should, and Facebook. All right. I know on Instagram it may be different. Bridget's on here. Maybe she wants to chime in about. But here's the deal. So this is your smartphone. That's your camera. That's how you shoot your video when you're shooting videos. Here's why. YouTube is going to be shaped like this. Facebook is going to be shaped like that. If you do it like this, you're going to have the two black strips on both sides, or two white strips. I think they're both going to be black. When you shoot it this way, it's going to fit perfectly within your YouTube screen as well as Facebook. So I would say do that. Again, I see people shoot like this all the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is Tony. Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
We hear you, Tony.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Somebody else.
Love your setup. It was very professional.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, just fine.
Okay.
We hear you, Tony.
You have a question?
Give her a thumbs
Yes.
up.
So the quick video, just a tip, is I use a extension in Google called Loom, cousin to Zoom, Loom. So Loom goes into Google Chrome. You just click on it, make that 20-second video he just talked about. It's awesome. People are impressed by it. The second thing is Rob, my biggest challenge as a franchise owner is getting my members to do their videos, their profile videos. So can you give us some tips over getting out of your head and getting onto the video? Because I got so much pushback with that.
Here's how I tell you to do it, because again, 400 some odd videos. I think only one woman that I shot was the only one that was happy to be on video. Everyone else, everybody. I'm talking CEOs, whoever. The best response we got with NIA, I did this with Scott. I did it with Moose. At the meeting, we shot at the meeting, the beginning of the meeting. Now, I was there. You don't need me. But you could, at the beginning of the meeting, say, guys, John's going to be there with his smartphone. He's going to record everyone's video. They're all there. I'm telling you, they do. All I do is stand in front of the camera. They say a minute of what they're going to do, and then they're done. So I would say, instead of waiting for them to send it in, because they're never going to do that, set up a little thing. Again, you could use a smartphone at your next meeting and just get it done. Same thing with Helen. Helen did the same thing. She actually invited people to meet us at a location, and we had a bunch of people in Helen's group do their videos.
Can I chime in?
Yes.
And I'll talk about an experience that I had recently. Moose actually brought in one of his members, and the guy, like a deer in the headlights, but he really wanted to drum up his business. And he knew that this is like Moose did a great job at conveying the value of it. Really, it's just a matter of the people that clam up and the people that are, like that deer in the headlights. You just coach them through it, man. And if you have to do a few takes, do a few takes, and chop it up later if you need to. But, just reassure them. And if they need to practice it a few times, let them do it. But if you give them the guidelines, this is specific to NIA now. I'm not
No, you're right.
about generally videos, except if you give them the guidelines, it's like, okay, this is your, you're going to talk about who you are, what you do, why you love it, and the best way to get in contact with you. And just keep them right there in that pocket. You'll get through it in that 30-second clip. And that's all they need.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's great. Normally I tell people, because again, everyone's always nervous. I always start my little speech this way. I said, look, we're getting ready to shoot video. This is video. This is not Facebook Live. Facebook Live, that to me gets me nervous. I said, look, this is video. You're going to say what you want to say. You're going to screw up, and who cares? We'll get it right. Just like he said, once we get it right, we keep it. But I'm telling you right now, they're not going to do it on themselves. I recommend that your next meeting, have someone set up, and during the meeting, one by one, they can go out there, do the little thing, come back in. You'll get, I don't know how many people in your group, I'll guarantee you'll get at least 50, if not 60% of them to do it that one day. And then your next meeting, you'll finish up.
Thanks for that. I have a green screen room at my office, so I'll just make that a priority. Thank you.
There you go. Again, Helen did a thing where when I did it with Helen, we set up a date in the future. And she let everybody know, and I forgot how many people came, but we did it a couple times, and we got a bunch of people done. So. Is this for you here? Any other, oh, that's what you wrote. Any other questions?
You hold your bar to unmute yourself if you have any questions.
If you have any questions, if you press your space bar and hold it, it will, you can speak.
I don't have any questions. I just want to say thank you, Rob, because you do a great job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Back in my previous, Rob was my video guy, so we go back many, at least 10 years. And Rob was one of the absolute first NIA members in the Heights group. And if you know anybody that's looking for a video for their company, if it's beyond, you know, the scope of what you guys want to do, I highly recommend him. He is absolutely fantastic. And you would think that videos are really expensive, not the way Rob does it. He can go out and shoot for 3 hours, and then he can splice together multiple videos covering multiple subjects. So Rob, thank you for all that you do to bring value to Network in Action. You are awesome, sir.
Thank you, Moose. Thank you very much. And I guess if there's nothing else, any other questions before we sign off, or do you guys do any kind of a closing, or what do we do?
No, I mean, there's no closing. You just give a warm adieu.
All right, so guys, if that's it, I guess we're gonna sign out. I hope you guys are getting through this storm we're going through. Here in Houston, just so you know, I've been hearing that they may actually do a shutdown in Houston. Moose, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, Scott asked me one point that the speaker will be. Hold on, I have a second. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second.
I think it's Eugene Pope.
Yeah, Gene Pope with Sandler Training on sales tips, and we can all use those right now. So Rob, thank you very much. You're an awesome individual. And tomorrow it will be Eugene Pope in Atlanta with Sandler Training. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Love being on this. And if I can do anything for anybody, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Rob.
Here.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.